This episode discusses sensitive topics related to sexual abuse and contracting sexually transmitted infections. The content may be distressing or triggering for some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome back. This is, guys, an episode. By the way, I'm Nazra.
I'm Suya.
Welcome to Entry Level Moms. If you guys don't already follow us, please subscribe and put the little notification bell on. And also follow us on socials. We have Instagram and we have TikTok. Please, and comment. Tell us what you want to see from us and what you think of the episode. But this is a very interesting episode today, guys. We actually have someone here today who I feel like I've known for forever. And, but we've never met. This is the first time that we're meeting.
Is this your first time meeting?
Yeah, we've never met in person.
We've never met in
and
person.
I swear I followed her since like 2011
Yes.
or 2012.
Crazy. Yeah.
It's mad. I feel like
Yeah.
I know her, but I've just never seen her in person. You know,
We've gone
live.
through so many phases of life together, just on the
And you
internet.
just never met up?
Yeah.
You
It's
never thought to...
mad. We did.
yourselves,
You know,
let's
we
do it.
planned and planned, but like
Yeah.
life, you know?
Yeah, honestly.
Life. But today's special guest, guys, is... Drumroll, please. Ilham. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Ilham. I'm a mum. I'm a business owner as well. I have a Oud company.
How old is your daughter?
She's 8.
Wow.
My boss.
Your
Yeah. She's the final boss.
You know when
She's
people...
the final boss.
when people say they have 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, I'm like, damn, you are
Yeah.
far ahead from me.
Yeah.
Like, I see it as such a far away, like, it's like a long way away.
Goalpost,
Yeah, because Jenna's only 3,
I'm
right?
still used to the toddlerhood and the
Yeah,
baby stage.
yeah.
Like, the first 4 years is long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it get better?
No. No, it doesn't. It gets more ghetto in like it just gets more creative. Like it just every stage is just a different ghetto, mashallah. I love it here.
It's the way that she dropped the mashallah.
It is.
No, honestly, it doesn't get better. It depends though, what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like what aspect gets better.
I think it's just a different type of
Yeah.
challenge.
Yeah.
There's different.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
they're
yeah.
newborn, obviously lack of sleep.
It's the lack
And
of
then
sleep.
when they're toddlers, is the tantrums
Yeah.
and the emotional regulation
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
not being able to listen and understand the word no.
Yeah.
Um,
That doesn't get better. That's the part that
But
actually
this time
doesn't.
around, I think they argue back, which is mad.
my
Yeah,
God.
yeah,
when
yeah,
they're 8 years
yeah.
old.
Yeah, but Hannah's
it's
only
the talking
4.
back.
Hannah's
for
only
me.
4 and she talks back and she's
Oh.
sassy.
Oh.
And she's so sassy with
Just
it.
wait for her to learn more words.
Oh my God.
No,
Hannah's
honestly.
so sassy.
But I feel like mine is, she's got too many adults in her life.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I feel like she thinks she's another adult because she's the only grandkid in my
Wow.
family.
Okay.
She's, I'm the only one out of my siblings that's had a baby.
Yeah.
So she's just around just a lot of adults.
Oh,
So
yeah.
she talks like an adult, acts like
Yeah.
an adult, but still wants to be treated like a child. Which is we try and emphasize to make sure that we treat her like a child.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of seeing how, oh, you're a big girl isn't working out for me.
No, but you know what? You kind of forget as well. You know when they're like
Yeah.
articulate
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
they speak back.
Yeah.
You kind of see them. You give them like standards that you wouldn't if they
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, like when kids actually speak and they sound like children,
Yeah.
you tend to treat them like children. But
Yeah.
now I find myself getting angry at her for spilling stuff, and then I'm like, then my mum's like, she's
child.
4,
Yeah.
and then when I deep it, I'm like, you're upset at a 4-year-old, and I feel like the
Yeah,
idiot now.
yeah.
You know, I feel like
No,
I feel so stupid. I'm like, why are you getting upset at her? She wet the bed. Why are you upset?
Yeah.
She's 4. Let's
can't-
start from the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell us what it was like newlywed. Tell us what it was like being pregnant. Tell us how your labor went. Tell us like what it's like being a mum for the first time
Yeah.
and being the only mum in your family, well, the only grandchild.
Yeah, yeah.
Just tell us. Speak.
So it all started, I think, I'm sure, when I got married. I got married when I was 22.
Wow. How old are you
Yeah.
now?
I'm 31.
Wow.
Yeah, so almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But I got married at 22 and then I got pregnant quite quickly. I got pregnant, I think, 2 months after.
Yeah, I got pregnant a month in.
Did you?
Long day.
Very long day. But yeah, but I didn't find out until I think 6 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I found out quite early, to be honest.
Mm.
And then The hyperemesis started at 8 weeks.
Oh my God.
8 or 9 weeks, yeah. So it started from literally the beginning. And obviously, I didn't know that it was hyperemesis. So even between 6 weeks and 9 weeks, I was vomiting that whole time, but I was at home because I thought this is morning sickness. And then I started getting, like, I hated the house. The smell of the house, just the whole house that I was in, I didn't like it at all. So I moved. I went to my mum's house because they said, just come here. Maybe you'll feel better if you get, like, a change of scenery.
Yeah.
I did that. And I carried on vomiting. But the vomiting was to a point where, like, because I would get cravings. And then whenever I would eat, I would vomit it back out straight away.
Oh, my
Like, the food
gosh.
hasn't even digested. It's coming back in lumps. And I'm just putting it in the same packaging that I've just ate it out
Oh,
of.
that's
That's how
mad.
quick it comes back up.
That's mad. That's mad.
I can still see. There was one time I had chicken and chips because I was really craving chicken and chips. I ate the whole thing. I probably ate it really quick. The whole thing came straight back out. Just close the packet.
You know what you would have
take it
better
back
off
to the
doing?
shop if you want.
No, you would have been better off just chewing it and spitting it out.
Yeah,
Just to taste it.
Honestly, that's all that happened. Really.
And then you get hungry again because obviously it's come out your stomach.
That's so
Not
sad.
really,
Oh,
because
okay.
where you're vomiting so much, I was vomiting on average about, I think, 20 times a day.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Bisink rahmanka.
From the minute I don't even know how I was sleeping. Like, how did I fall asleep? I can't remember. But somehow I was sleeping.
My
But from the
goodness.
minute I wake up to the minute I go to sleep, I'm just vomiting that whole time.
I'm so sorry. That's
Just
horrible.
back to back. I can have a glass of water because I'm thirsty. The glass of water comes straight back out.
Even water.
Nothing stays down.
Wow.
20 times a day. That's adab.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is
But then because I didn't
punishment.
know about hyperemesis, I just thought morning sickness and that's it. Pregnancy
bless you.
PR. Let's talk
Do you
about
know
it.
what? There
Pregnancy
is
PR
no PR.
is in the bin.
There's no pregnancy PR.
Our mums are set up chicks.
If they told you,
Let's talk about that. Because my mum had hyperemesis. Did she ever mention it
no, but
beforehand?
if she told you, would you get pregnant?
Absolutely. I have to learn things by myself. I don't learn from other people's tongue.
Her mum's a setup chick.
How could she tell me after we found out about the hyperemesis and all of that? She's like, oh yeah, I had that all the way until 9 months.
No.
I said, what, ma'am?
No.
Because I have an older sister. There's one older than me. My mum had it from beginning to 9 months to the point where my sister had to be sucked out. Because back then they used to do different methods of bringing children out.
My goodness.
Because she had no energy to push.
Oh.
Yeah. I said, this would have been great information.
Why she didn't tell you that when you was getting married?
I don't know. Maybe she just didn't think I was going to get pregnant straight away. I don't know. But Somali mums, they just keep things to themselves. Everything is just take it on the chin.
Vibes.
Yeah.
Vibes.
Pure vibes.
Oh
That's
my-
crazy.
Yeah.
No, my mom was really honest with me.
Oh, was
She found out I was pregnant. Not honest, but she was like, your life's not going to be the same, by the way.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
"Rah,
Yeah.
thank you.
As in, does she mean in pregnancy or after the
As
baby?
in like motherhood.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't say much.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, your life ain't going to be the same. Enjoy your time now, innit? That's what she used to say.
wow.
Mum is hilarious.
my mum
I
was
find her
very
mum
straight
so
up.
jokes.
I got no warnings.
It was
but-
like a by the way, that happened to me
yeah,
too.
Yeah. Oh, is it something? I just thought it was, part of pregnancy.
Oh my God.
So did you end up in the hospital and had
I
to get the
did.
drip?
So I started going into the hospital then around 9 weeks. And then I would have to go in. So basically, because I would have, I would be dehydrated to the point where I have ketones in my urine.
Oh my
And like, I just wouldn't stop vomiting. Something had to stop the vomiting. So I would go in and go on drips, and then they'd give me IV
Anti-sickness meds?
Anti-sickness, yeah. There was 3 main ones that they used to give me, and I would be in hospital for about 5 to 7 days on a normal,
Oh my
and then I would
God.
go home. The vomiting will start as soon as I go home because I'm not getting IV medicine. So then it will take me, I think, 2 days, maybe 3 at max, to be dehydrated again. Just go back, spend another 5 to 7 days. And that was going on all the way up until 7 months.
Oh my
And then?
God.
They had to give me steroids.
Bruh.
Yeah. So when I got to around the 7-month mark and it wasn't stopping by itself, they gave me steroids. And it was basically, so they started it off at 30. And then I had to basically, after about 5 days, they said go to 20, no, 30 to 25, 20 10, just wean yourself down. But we didn't do that the first time round. So the first time round, they just gave it to me. And then I think they gave me the 30 milligrams and then the 5. And I guess it didn't work. So then we tried again, but then they had to give me the 30 milligrams and the 25. I had separate. So I was taking that and then it stopped towards around the end of the 7-month mark.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, 7 months though.
I'm vomiting 20 times a day.
7 months in hospital.
One vomit session.
Yeah.
If I vomit one time,
Yeah.
I'm like, I never want to go through that again.
It got to a
Horrible.
point where all I had to do was see a toilet seat. And I'm ready. Yeah.
She said, I can just wait. Wait. Let me aim.
Just easy, so easy. Yeah. But it was,
God.
but it was, I think, going into all the hospital visits was a lot. Got to a point, there was certain points where then the doctors were like, are you actually ill? Actually, that was in the beginning, to be honest, because no one knew about hyperemesis. Absolutely no one knows about it. So I would go in
So
and
you're
be like...
telling me 10 years ago, they weren't even saying it's HG. They just didn't know what it was.
So I was diagnosed. Don't know who diagnosed me, to be honest. But I remember my first hospital admission, it was hyperemesis, but the nurses on the ward had no idea what it was.
Yeah.
So I think I had a midwife appointment the week before that first admission, and my weight was like, I think I lost 8 kilos in like
That's
a week.
nuts.
My goodness.
Yeah, and they were just like, are you sure you're not making yourself sick?
That's
Are
crazy.
you sure you don't have an eating disorder?
Are you crazy?
Yeah. These are the nurses
Oh
asking
my
me.
God. I would be so upset.
Vomiting
Honestly,
and pregnancy
yeah.
go hand in hand. Like, why are they acting like, oh, is it eating disorder?
Yeah,
Like,
but
it's
8
not-
kilograms in a week
'Cause it
is
was
nuts.
excessive.
But that's nuts.
I was losing a lot of weight
nuts.
actively.
Yeah.
And I think with them, I think it was confusing because when I was in the hospital, I wasn't vomiting. But that's because I'm on the IV meds.
Yeah.
So then they're thinking, how is she vomiting? How is she getting to a point where she's dehydrated, but when she's here, she's fine? I don't know. I couldn't make sense of it, honestly, but everyone just didn't know what was going on.
How did that affect you? Because that must have really fucked with you mentally.
I don't think I was there mentally.
You tapped out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have
Yeah.
tapped out after the day 3 of vomiting 20 times.
Honestly, I think I'm going to cry already.
Oh,
That's so embarrassing. I thought it lasted a lot longer.
no.
Yeah, I don't think I was there.
You know when you relive the memories?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
But it's because now, who I am now, and when I look back, I couldn't deal with what I was dealing with then at the age that I am now. So I don't know how the only way I can make sense of it is that I wasn't fully taking everything
Yeah.
in. Yeah. That's all that makes sense.
You went
really.
into survival mode.
Yeah. My body and my brain were 2 different entities. You know?
Yeah. Sometimes your brain purposely blocks things out.
Yeah.
Mm.
And that's why people usually they have to seek therapy because sometimes they'll get reminders of it and they're just
Yeah.
like, what is this? Like sometimes trauma will come back to you after like years.
Yeah.
You have to unpack that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever had
Definitely.
like a proper sit down and spoken about your experience before? Is this
Never.
your first time?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
We are honoured. We are honoured.
This is the first time. Even when it was happening and like, even now when I was getting ready to leave, and my sister was like, what are you going to talk about? And I was like, oh, this, like, the hyperemesis that I had when I was pregnant. She's like, oh, I didn't know you had anything. What's that? And I was like, oh. She was young, but the fact that she didn't know probably didn't speak about it that much.
So you went back to your mum's house at like 9 weeks
Yes.
and then you
I
just
went-
stayed there the rest of the pregnancy?
basically, more or less, yeah. Because the hospital, my mum lives right next to UCH.
Yeah.
I was in the hospital more than I was at home. So it just made sense to stay there, to be
Oh
honest.
my gosh.
Yeah, because at that time you need to be looked after. You can't be
Yeah.
at home.
Facts.
Yeah.
You need to either be at your mum's or
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Somali men are not very good at looking after their wives, so I'm glad I made you giggle.
But yeah, it was. That was my whole pregnancy, to be
Oh
honest. Yeah,
God.
there was so much happened. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, of
because
course,
I don't.
So like after you went home and the vomiting stopped, were you able to at least enjoy a little part of your pregnancy?
No.
No.
Yeah, I was bedridden.
Even after the vomiting stopped?
Yeah,
Because you
it
were
would
just so
start as soon as I
depleted.
go home.
No way.
Yeah, it only stopped while I was in hospital. As soon as I go back home, it started all over again.
So you basically spent 9 months in the hospital.
Yeah.
So
That's
you were
really, really
you were
horrible.
probably looking forward to the labour. I'd be counting down the days if I was
Could
vomiting.
not wait.
Literally.
Because you have to remember, because I went into hospital so early, everyone knew about my pregnancy by 2 months.
Wow.
So, and I was in hospital by 2 months. So like, it was, the pregnancy felt like it went on for 2 years. Honestly, it felt like it was going on for so long.
You're vomiting so much.
Yeah. So labour felt like, I can't wait. I couldn't wait. But it was easy. The labour was great.
Was it quick?
Oh, nice.
It was 12 hours.
You know what? Ilahi tests you of some things and then other things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Inna ma'al usri yusra. You know, with every hardship comes some sort of ease.
100%.
You know?
I'm telling you, I'm so glad you had an easy labour.
Yeah. The labour was, it was actually I went to my midwife appointment because I was overdue. I was due on the 10th. And then on the 12th, I had an appointment. And then I went to that appointment on the 12th. And then she did a membrane sweep.
Yeah.
Did you see the way I was about to get my
Yeah,
fingers ready?
literally.
She did a membrane sweep. And I was already 3 centimeters by then. Yeah. So I went home. That appointment was at like 3 or 4. By 6 or 7 o'clock, I started having contractions. And 2 o'clock the next day, I gave birth.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's actually amazing.
Yeah.
Natural.
Yeah,
like,
natural.
pushed a bit. Oh, man.
I pushed without permission because
So did I.
what happened was I forgot that my waters were supposed to break.
Yeah.
And then so what happened? I got to the antenatal place and they tell you to go home the first time you go to them, but I went home and then I came back like about 2 hours later. And then they gave me, because I'm allergic to codeine, they were going to give me codeine and then send me home. But I'm allergic to codeine. So they gave me this morphine injection and then asked me to stay.
They can't send you home with morphine. That's nuts.
Yeah, I stayed. They kept me on the ward. And then that, whatever was in, obviously it was morphine. It was fantastic.
And morphine is
Even though it
vibes.
made me itch. I don't know why I was itching.
Yeah, that's
a
what
lot.
the nitties are doing.
I was
scratching because it's itchy.
And then I think that was at like midnight, around 1 o'clock. And then at around 8 or 9 o'clock, I asked for another one. I said, this is wearing off. Can I get another dose? Thank you. And they were like, we have to check that you're not 6 centimeters.
Oh, wow.
So they checked. And then this was so weird again. But the woman checked. And then she didn't say anything to me. She just called another midwife. And then she checked. And then she went and got another one. So I was checked by 3 women. And no one's communicating with me.
Oh, God.
I'm just there. Do whatever you got to do. And then they all looked at me and they were like, you're 6 centimeters dilated. And I was, in my head, I'm thinking, that's not 10. So I don't know what's happening. Yeah.
What about
they were like, are you in pain? Do you want painkillers? Do you want, we can't give you the injection. But she was like, you're very quiet for someone who's 6 centimeters. And I binged one born every minute. To all mothers, don't do that.
Oh, yeah. I love a bit of one.
No, I avoided it at all costs.
I watched it and the only thing I took away from it is don't scream. Because when they're walking back to their post and they're like, oh, she's making noise again. Yeah. That the 1-2 nurses. I was like, I'm not screaming. That's so embarrassing. I'm not gonna make any noise.
Yeah.
Serious?
Trust me. Stay
I was
scream
mute.
bare.
Serious?
I
So
was
were you
silent.
actually in a lot of pain, but you were fully just purposely repressing it?
No, I wasn't purposefully repressing. I just didn't think that noise would help the situation.
I swear.
So I
I screamed down the whole ward, and I think the next ward, I think everybody and their grandmothers heard me scream.
No way.
The whole hospital heard me scream.
No, stop.
I screamed to the point where I didn't have a voice for 3 weeks. I was talking like this. Yeah, thanks for coming to visit me.
No,
I'm alright.
I was mute. And imagine where my bed was, the toilet is right there. So I would have to keep going because the membrane or whatever is coming out. It would take me a good 10 minutes to make those 4 steps. But I'm just quiet. I'm shy.
She said
Literally shy. Yeah. But then everything moved very quickly after that. So they moved me downstairs, upstairs. I'm not sure, the birthing room where the bath was in.
Nice.
And then as soon as I got there, my waters broke, which shocked the heck out of me because I completely forgot. And then the water was green, which meant that she pooed inside me belly.
Yes.
And then everything moved fast again. They had to move me to another place. And then I was just on the bed. I'm not quite sure what everyone was expecting, but I needed to push quite soon after I even got there.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Your body told you to push. I feel like they
needed
make
to
you.
poo.
They
I felt
tell
like I
you.
needed to poo.
Yeah, they tell you, oh no, don't push it, don't push it. But I'm like, my friend, it's not me that's pushing.
Yeah.
My body is
doing
pushing
it.
this
Yeah.
baby out.
Yeah.
You think I'm gonna ignore my push?
No.
If it's pushing, I'm gonna help it push.
Yeah.
That's what I did, and then
Yeah.
it just she's just ripped up everywhere.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same. I just said I need to poo, and then the woman was like, "No, you it's not like it's not time yet." And my mum was in the background like, "Hi, Waharin, I'm just like, "No, guys, I'm so sorry." And then when she kept telling me, "No, it's not time," I just ignored her and just pushed. So
By
I
the
did
way,
tear
for the
second degree.
non-Somalis, her mum was like, "Don't poo,
Please,
don't poo,
Ilham,
Please
don't poo.
But yeah, I just pushed and I tore to second degree. I got
Same.
second degree tear.
Second degree as well.
What was the stitching? What was that like?
Oh, I think the stitching was worse than the actual labour.
Right.
Yeah,
so
I
sorry, I
cussed
just
the
shouted in the
woman
mic.
out. I cussed her,
So
everything
did
out.
I.
I cussed all the people out.
So did
I don't know how many F words I said that day, but I think I've never sworn that many times in one day than I did that when she was stitching me up. And I kept screaming at her, I need some more anesthetic. And she was like, I can't put too many anesthetics because then I won't be able to stitch you up. It will get swollen. I won't be able to stitch you
Oh,
up.
that makes sense because I wanted more anesthetic
didn't work.
as well. I don't think they put any.
No,
on
they
me.
did, but it doesn't work because you're already in so much pain. It doesn't work.
That was horrible. That
The
was the
more
worst
that they
part.
put, the more it swells, and then they can't stitch it. So they can only put a little bit.
I can't imagine.
I could feel.
I can't imagine
So
that.
yeah, I felt the stitching
Same.
in my eyes.
Oh.
I felt it in my brain. Ah, she said, ah, I feel it in my brain.
Oh.
I felt it in my brain.
And how long is it? Like 20 minutes of them stitching you up?
They
like
give you
5
the
minutes.
anesthetic. I was just laid there with my legs in the air
Yeah,
for ages,
same.
waiting for the anesthetic to go in. For them to just come back and me feel everything. But I could feel.
Literally.
I could feel when the needle was going in. I can feel when she's pulling
Yep.
the thread
What's
to
the
the
point?
other
What's the
side.
point of the
I could
anesthetic?
feel
You
the
can
whole
feel
thing.
the pulling of the thread to
Everything.
make it tight. You can
Everything.
feel her go back inside
the
the other.
point then?
Yeah, no, it's mad.
There
And
is
then
no-
Just
I
do
don't
it without
know.
the anesthetic.
you
I
know
don't
they're
know.
probably stitching about this much, yeah? And when I tell you this much feels like she stitched me from my knee to my head, it's crazy.
The worst part was definitely the ring of fire, though.
You had the ring of fire.
I did. It felt like a Bunsen burner. Someone just ran past me with a Bunsen burner.
Do you know?
It was horrific.
Do you know how I describe it? You know when you're watching those cookery shows and then they're like, "Let's make our souffle," and then they whip out, they put the
Exactly,
salt on
the
top, and then they
flame.
rip out that
Yes.
what's it called? The blue flame
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
it looks like a little it's got a trigger
thing.
and then it goes
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
blue, you know, the
Yeah,
windproof one.
yeah.
It felt like someone put that all around my vagina
Just
like
for a
this.
couple seconds.
Yeah, no, as
Yeah.
in like they went
Yeah.
round and round and round and then she came out.
My goodness.
Hell.
I have never felt fire like that in my body before.
Oh,
Yeah. So what happened?
So, what was I? I was 5 months pregnant.
Wow.
It was just one of my, just normal. I went into no, actually, so before I was discharged, the last time I went in, I had like pain in my pelvic area.
Mm-hmm.
And I mentioned it to the gynecologist, and then they did the swab and whatever. I don't know why, but they just did a test or whatever. And then I left, I think the same day or the next day, I was discharged. And then he called me the next day and said, like, you know how when you're pregnant, you get thrush a lot of times?
Yeah.
Just like go get some thrush medicine.
Yeah.
And then I went back in. So like after a couple of days, I had to go readmit myself. And then when I was in there, it was, I just felt weird. The whole thing felt weird. I went in, I went to get seen. They were doing all the observations, listening to the baby's heartbeat and all of that. And then the nurse asked, because I feel like she was a bit confused maybe, because I was wearing a hijab, abaya, just presented as just a young Muslim, you know? And then she was like, how many sexual partners do you have? Yeah. And then
That's nuts.
in my head, I was thinking, what does this have
Yeah.
to do with hyperemesis? What does this have to
Right.
do with what I'm here for? And I said, I'm just one, I'm married. been married, I think, at the time, I don't know how long I was married.
Like 7 months?
Yeah. She was like, you don't have any other sexual partners? I said, no. And then she leaves, and then another one comes. Yeah. That's what even makes it a bit weirder, because it just gave me the vibe that they were talking about it in the little office or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then she came in, asked me a few other questions. And then she said, this was her exact words, and I think I blacked out after this, but she said,
When you relive it, it brings it all back.
yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
So the nurses, one of them came back, and then she said, do you know that you have chlamydia? Yeah, just broke it to me like that. And
Huh?
yeah, just like that. Just like that.
Do you know?
Yeah, she said, do you know?
Oh, I
that
don't
you
fucking
have
know. Of
it?
course I don't. Oh, sorry.
And I,
Of course I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm coming here for help.
for my hyperemesis, my sister, what are you talking about? What I've come
my
here for, and the
God.
information you're giving me,
It's not matching.
it's not my results, babe. Take it back to the lab. Reassign that shit. It's not mine. It was mine. No, I don't. What are you talking about?
So you're not the one with multiple sexual partners.
No.
That is really heartbreaking.
Yeah. I'm even new to the game. We're talking about multiple. So I
Right.
just got here.
Literally.
I'm new here. So I think I don't know. Obviously, it's a lot to expect them to consider, you know?
Yeah.
But so she just left me to sit with that. And then I think let the person know. I don't really remember how they reacted, but I'm sure it was something to do with just flipping the whole script, which is fine. And then I was waiting for the doctor. So the doctor comes in. I don't know if she was Muslim or not, but I think that she was. But she was so angry for me. She was, because I think she was the one that told me to go and tell him. And then I think I came back and said that he said it's not him.
Oh, who else could it be?
Her
There's only
reaction,
two people that
she
are
looked
involved
me
in this.
dead in my eyes before I even finished my sentence and said, you didn't get it from the fucking toilet. I
Right?
said,
Crazy.
literally said, you did not get it from the fucking toilet. So you should go back to that. And I don't know, I was kind of, I don't know. We have to remember, I'm still going through the hyperemesis.
And you're
Right,
22.
You don't even have energy at that point. To
And you're
even.
22. And this is your first time experiencing everything.
Yeah.
And you're already depleted because of all of the vomiting.
It was a lot to take in, but I was admitted that day, and then obviously there's medicine that they have to give me for this. So the next morning, you know how the doctors do the rounds? They came round, and I think it was 3 men and 1 woman, and obviously the cubicles are. Sorry, I
You
just
can
need
hear
to-
everything. Yeah.
it's just curtains.
Yeah.
And there's 4 of us in this. There's 2 people opposite me, 1 person next to me. And everyone has their families and all of that. So they come around, it was, they were talking really loud, they said. And the way they were talking to me, it was like, it just felt like it was my fault.
I'm so sorry. Do you need a hug?
No, I'm okay. It's too hot in here for body.
It is hot in here.
Do you want the fan?
No, well, I'm okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's such a shit thing to go through, man. And the denial. No, it wasn't me.
Yeah.
So who the fuck could it be?
But we can't expect much from someone who's even in that position to begin with. You know?
True.
Because clearly we're not coming from a sound mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't put too much into the whys and the how could he do this and blah, 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 because I already knew I was out, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was just pregnant, so I had to ride the wave.
Basically.
So you're saying even the doctors were acting like it was your fault? Like, what kind of things were they saying?
It was, make sure you tell your partner that he needs to get tested too. And it's not that is giving, this is your fault and you gave it to him. But at that time, 22, new here, it was giving, like, go and tell that poor man what you've done to him kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Like, it was very...
Lack of empathy.
Yeah, there was none. There was none at all. I think if there was, they probably would have taken me out and taken me to a separate room, but they didn't.
And the fact that they sent men to tell you this.
Yeah.
Oh, bless you.
In a crowded space as well.
I'm
Because
so
then
sorry,
they're
man.
going to go, I'm stuck on this ward for the next God knows how many days, and I'm going to probably see these people every day. So it was very awkward. But at the same time, I didn't tell no one. I didn't tell my family. I didn't tell my friends.
Oh.
I hid it the whole time. So it was...
Heavy on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's
I get
okay.
it, man.
It was heavy.
That's a big burden to carry at the age of 22, you know. And you're pregnant and you're hormonal and on top of that you have hyperemesis. And you spend most of your pregnancy already in the hospital.
Yeah, literally
That's a
isolated.
lot to carry.
So I'm assuming, like, whenever you had to go into the hospital, you would just say, "Oh, I'll go by myself," type of vibe. Like, no one came with you, innit?
Yeah, no, I would always go by myself.
Yeah.
Do you mean after I found that out?
Yeah.
I was going by myself before, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay.
But it was because I was going in and out so often. I had like a book, so I would have to take that with me every time that I would go in, and that was in that book. So I used to guard that book with my life. Like, I would put it under my because I have sisters. I have young sisters at home. I don't know. I just didn't want anyone to know at the time, and I don't know if it was because I didn't know if I was done with the relationship, because it's a big thing to just... Honestly, I blame a lot of things on culture and how we say things and how we word things, if we're gonna get deep with it.
Yeah.
Because growing up, all I heard was, you don't tell your marital problems to anyone.
Yeah.
You are what you get. You know,
Be patient.
there's so many things, that we say so like lightly, but could probably hold a lot of weight in a young woman's mind, and it did in mine. You know.
Yeah.
So, my thing was, when I'm done, everyone can know what's going on. Let me just hold it down until I'm done.
Yeah.
And I knew for a fact that if things didn't change after I had my daughter, that I was going to go. And honestly, I think that was kind of just a timeline that I put in my own head. I was already gone, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before a woman leaves, she mentally taps out first.
Yeah.
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 100%.
Also, maybe you didn't tell them because of the way that you experienced being given this information from the doctors and the people there. You already felt as though you were... Maybe it's not what they say, but how they say it and the lack of empathy and all of those feelings of like that it was your fault when really you're experiencing something that you didn't even know about. It wasn't your fault. You're the one, not the one who the hell asks for something like that, you know?
Yeah.
And people who have that or even know that they could have that, they've already mentally prepared themselves.
Yeah.
But how could you mentally prepare yourself for something you had no idea about?
No, at all. And you just don't... I think there was an element of, you know, when you do things right, you do everything in the halal way, and you listen to your parents, and you do just everything properly.
Yeah.
You can never imagine that it would go wrong like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there was a lot of resentment on that side as well. Like, I did everything right.
Of course.
How could this happen?
Of course. Also, what kind of scummy people are you with for you to be catching stuff like that?
Right.
That's some scummy behavior.
Very.
Oh my God.
Very.
Not even that, but to step out of your marriage, like the adultery, the infidelity.
What's the sin for that? The punishment? Isn't it you get stoned?
The sin is mad.
Yeah, you legit, that's even in Christianity, the punishment is stoned to death.
Yeah. But you have to have witnesses, isn't it? But that also
That is a
I don't
witness.
understand though. No, what I don't understand is you need to have like 3 or like if you talk about Sharia law, 3 or 4 witnesses, and I'm like, how are 4 people going to see this?
The thing is,
They have to see the
saying?
person actually doing the act.
Well, there has to be 4 witnesses. Something like that.
4 witnesses, but who does that and then says, yo, Wagwan, you lot, did you see what I just did? Who does that?
More time, if you take the man them for you, they're going to lie anyways.
True.
We don't have people like that in our generation anymore.
I'm so sorry you went through that, man.
Yeah. It was a time.
How long did it take you to like process it and like be okay with what had happened to you? Did you do therapy? Like,
I didn't.
you
I actually didn't know. I kind of just... So I left the marriage a month after. So you know how we do the 40 days?
Yeah. Or when you're pregnant, you can't
You can't get divorced
isn't it?
when you're pregnant, yeah. So I had my daughter and then I went to my mum's house because we do the 40 days
Yeah.
going to Hoya's house. I did that and then I went home and I was there for about 3 days and I was back. But when I was coming back in my head, I was just going to make another excuse, you know? But as soon as I got in the house, I was just like, yeah, guys, I want a divorce. Thank you. Yeah.
How did the person take the news that you wanted out?
Who? Which person?
Him.
Oh, he been knew. He should have known because the day that I left, it was like an ongoing argument or whatever.
Wow.
And then, we were just in the house in silence. And I've got a newborn and I'm new here because I had all the support at Hoy's house.
Yeah.
And honestly, it was the smallest thing. I think I came back from, she had her BCG appointment. And then we went back to the house. And on my way home, I think I said, can you put the kettle on? Because I need to make her milk when I get in. Kettle wasn't on when I came home. And that was it. We just didn't speak for 2 days. And then on the third day, I decided I'm just going to go. So I packed up all her stuff. Took it down. I had to take everything down 3 flights of stairs, back up. And she's just laying on the bed, newborn. Yeah, and then I took a cab, went to my mum's house. And then I just said, yeah, I'm ready to get divorced. Obviously, everyone was shocked because it's not like I went and every little thing that happened, I went and said, oh, this happened. And I didn't say nothing.
One time you said
everyone just thought everyone's having a great time, you know?
Yeah.
Man, do you know, I've been waiting a little bit. This question has just been coming back to my head repeatedly. But going through all of this, how did it affect your first couple of years of parenthood, of motherhood?
Yeah, I don't think that it did. I think that's the part that I enjoyed the most.
Yeah?
Yeah. When it happened, the divorce, all of that happened, whatever, I quickly got, like a year after I got my own place.
Wow.
When I got my own place, I started doing uni, and then she went into, the half-day nursery type thing. So it was fun. We were just having a time, I can't lie. She was a very easy child.
Oh.
Very easy child. Even as a newborn, her sleep was amazing. I think the first couple weeks was the most sleepless nights that I got. But after that, she was a dream. Yeah, she would.
See, look at all you went through in that 9 months.
Yeah.
Only for you to have an easy child.
Facts. No, 100%.
Afterwards.
Oh, so we are. That makes me so happy to hear.
Yeah, I think
that
I definitely
makes me
do
so
think that as
happy.
well. I think a lot of things were made a little bit easier
Mercy,
afterwards.
mercy.
Yeah. So can you stop? You're gonna make me keep crying.
You know why I'm about to cry as well? Because I feel like I had similar experience. Like 9 months was horrible. And then being like away from like my family and my friends and just being isolated and lonely and all these feelings and then the birth was traumatic and I just went through such a horrible time. But then the first like year and a half, 2 years of her life was just great. And she, as well, so easy. Like the sleeping was fantastic. Like she ate. She was such an easy child. It was so much fun. And I feel like, when you like dump everything that has been going wrong in your life and you just throw it away and now you're like, it's like you feel free. Maybe you haven't mentally processed everything and maybe it still hurts somewhere in the back of your mind and it's a wound that hasn't been like looked at again
Yeah.
since it was last put there.
Yeah.
But your new reality, I feel like there's some sort of ease that comes with it, wallahi, because people that go through so much in that 9 months, there has to be respite somewhere.
No, 100%.
There has to be.
Yeah. I definitely had a very easy newborn stage. The toddler stage was easy as well.
Nice.
Until we got to the tantrums at around 3 and 4.
Yeah.
And then she got personality. And then I was just done for finished. But then everyone will be very quick to let me know that she gets it from me. So I can't even I can't complain. It gets flipped on me so quick. Where did she get it from? Where do you think she gets it
No,
from?
you seem
I
very
hear
chill
that
there.
all the time.
I can be
I mean,
sassy.
She's sassy.
I can be sassy. I can. I like you guys, that's why.
That's sassy.
No, but my kid, she's just sassy off rip. It doesn't matter who you are, where we are.
Anyone can get
Anyone can get it. And what scares me the most about my own child is the fact that she's scared of no one.
I love that for her.
She doesn't fear a soul.
Yeah.
You know, people like that, I feel like in every lineage and generation, there's that one person who changes things.
Yeah.
She's a change maker.
Yeah, 100%.
She's a change maker.
I'm scared.
And I believe that children who are not afraid of anything, but who are obviously given direction and given structure and given, opportunities to thrive, I feel like when they grow up into like an adult like your age or our age, like that become fully fledged adults, they become the people who change the world. Life is going to be so beautiful for her when she's an adult. Because you're not dimming her light.
No.
You're letting her shine.
No one's allowed to.
You're not allowed to dim her light. I love that.
You're
See,
actually
mine
not
as well.
allowed to.
I'm trying so hard not to let like the tantrums and the sassiness like make me like not like unknowingly make her feel like she needs to dim herself or quieten down or like reduce.
Yeah.
I don't want her to feel like that. I want her to be free to be as sassy, as cheeky, as mischievous as she wants.
Yeah.
Because you've seen how I get onto her. Sometimes she jars me to the point where I'm like, and then now I'm starting to like reduce it and like, that's okay. Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
You get used to it.
Yeah. She's definitely sassy though.
Yeah.
I feel like her and my one and your one would get along very well.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. If she's sassy, mine's down.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
You know what's so beautiful about this? Like when you're talking about your daughter, that smile on your face.
Yeah, she lights up.
I
Have you seen?
swear
She
to
literally
God.
lights
Guys, do you just
up.
want me to cry the whole episode?
No, we love that. We love that.
No, it's just,
No, so do I, but I'm just going to cry.
Oh.
Once it starts, it just doesn't
No,
stop.
but do you know what that is? That's the love for her coming
Yeah.
out in your
Do you know
in your
what it is?
eyes.
You know when I first had Jenna, I was getting the same du'as from people, and they would always say, "May your child be the coolness of your eyes."
Yeah.
And I used to hear that all the time, and I never used to. I was too scared to be like, "What does that mean?" But I was like, "Coolness of your eyes, what does that mean?" And then obviously, like over the years, I started to understand what it means.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, you could be having the worst day, and your child, you'll just look at your child and be like,
honestly.
sometimes.
They don't even have to be doing
Bro,
anything.
sometimes Jenna would piss me off.
They
Like,
could be sleeping.
yeah. Oh my God, when they're sleeping.
Oh,
When they sleep. Oh
I'm
my
just
god.
I'm looking
I
at
look
Jenna
at her
and
and
I'm just like, I feel so bad for shouting at you at 5 o'clock today.
Do you know I
feel bad, man.
So we are.
I just want to wake her up and be like, sorry.
No, me. I say sorry before we go to bed. I lay down and I'm like,
cute.
Hannah, I'm really sorry that I shouted earlier on. And you know what she says? That actually makes me like, it makes me look at myself and it makes me beat myself up and I'm like, you shit parent. She says to me, that's okay, mommy. Everybody makes mistakes. And I swear, I sit there and I'm like, you fucking shit person. How dare you shout at her? Shame on you. And I'm literally cussing myself. I'm like, thank you. Oh, when she goes to bed, I look at her and I'm like,
You know what gets to me? When I snap at Jenna, she starts crying and then she goes, "Mummy, say sorry to me."
Oh, that would break my heart.
that one breaks my heart. She says that to
So
me
you're
as
just
well.
asking me to apologize.
No, that's actually so adorable. I would break. I would actually start sobbing.
No,
in her face.
literally.
I'm so sorry.
I have.
That humbles me so quickly.
Oh.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, Jenna, I'm sorry. Like, I'll get on my knees so I'm like level.
Yeah.
And I look at her and I'm like, I'm sorry.
I
I'm
can't
sorry
do
for
that. I
upsetting
don't
you.
have good knees. Sometimes I say to her, I've never been a mummy before. You're my first baby. I've never been a mummy before. I'm learning as much as you're learning. Like,
we're learning together.
you're triggering me, but maybe this is good. Maybe things that I need to work on.
Yeah. Motherhood is very triggering.
But yeah, no, that's what, when you start talking about your daughter and you said everything was easier after that and you loved it, and it just reminded me of like the coolness of your eyes, like your child being the coolness of your eyes. Like, we go through the most traumatic pain, the pregnancy, the labor, postpartum sleepless nights, but you still look at your child like they're the best thing ever.
Honestly.
You know, I look at her sometimes, I'm like, I've never seen anything more beautiful like you.
Yeah.
Like, I literally look at her and I'm like, you're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. And I would say that to her. Like, we do like, you know, back on Clubhouse days, I learned about affirmations at on Clubhouse. So we literally sit there every morning, and well, not every morning now, we've kind of fallen off, but most mornings we'd be like, I'm smart. And she'd be like, I'm smart. I'd be like, say it louder. She'd be like, I'm smart. And I'm like, say, I'm beautiful. She'd be like, I'm beautiful. So and then some days she'll be like, I'm not beautiful. And I'm like, that's okay. Some days I don't feel beautiful too. And then some days she'll be like, I'm not smart. I'd be like, it's okay. Some days I'm not smart either. That's fine.
Yeah. We have our days.
Everybody has their days, but we do it. And now she knows, like, I'm beautiful, I'm smart, I'm kind, I care about others, I'm loved. That one is the most important one. Because there's a show that she's been watching on YouTube, and the show pissed me off so much when I heard it, because I was like, this is where you got it from. You know, you're like, that's where you got it from. It was literally like, nobody loves me. I think it was a little rabbit that was saying, nobody loves me, nobody loves me, nobody loves me. And she would go around school and everywhere and she'd say, nobody loves me. So I had to continuously repeat, I am loved, my daddy loves me, my mommy loves me, my grandma loves me, everybody loves me. Only for it to like stick in her head. I blocked that channel so quick.
You have to keep an eye on what they're watching, honestly. But sorry, we kind of went off tangent again.
It's fine.
But what's
we're
it called?
All neurospicy here. Huh? I said we're all neurospicy here.
So are you neurospicy?
I don't think I am.
Oh.
No?
I don't know.
You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I
yet.
genuinely believe all Somalis have ADHD.
You think?
Yeah, that's my theory, that we all have neurodivergency somewhere.
No.
Whether it's autism, whether we're on the spectrum, whether we have ADHD, whether we have ADD, whether we have OCD, we all have a little something.
I recently went to go get, you know, the test that they give you at uni?
Yeah.
They said, go just everything. They told me I have everything. And they said, just go get the bigger test so we can be specific.
Wow.
And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, because autism and ADHD show up in the same way.
They go hand in hand like this. They're literally like that.
I wouldn't be surprised if I was a little bit on the spectrum.
Yeah, I think I am as well.
Honestly.
Like, genuinely, I've learned in COVID, because I was really struggling more than other people. And I was thinking, how come I'm struggling so much more than other people? Like, obviously, I know my own strengths. My strengths are the social element of it. I'm very good at laughing. I'm very good at playing. I'm very good at talking. Things like that. But, like, in COVID, when I was depressed and I was struggling, I only had enough energy to do everything once. Yeah. So if I'm feeding someone, I'm feeding her. If I'm washing someone's hair, I'm washing her hair. My hair literally knotted up like a crazy person. I had to go to the hairdressers to get it unknotted. If I'm showering her. Like, legitimately, if I'm brushing teeth, we're brushing her teeth. So I actually was walking around like a disgusting mold. Yeah. Literally, it was horrible. You only have the energy to do something once. But I would play with her every day. I would laugh with her. I would talk to her. All of the fun things I'm there for. But the actual work, I'm like, how am I struggling more than other people? Other people have their shit together. Why don't I have my shit together? And then it was like on TikTok, every single day, ADHD symptoms, isn't this? ADHD symptoms, and I'm watching them. I'm like, bruv, I have every single one of those. And then I was in denial for a small part. And I was like, I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't have that. No, not me. I don't have that. And then it was like, ADHD symptoms that other people don't talk about. And then it was like, I do that. And then I was like, I have that.
That might be me.
That must be me. That might be me. I might have that.
Yeah.
Now I'm waiting for an assessment.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Waiting for an assessment now, which I'm kind of excited about.
Yeah.
I'm actually excited about it.
It's a long wait though, isn't it?
Yeah. It's probably like another 10 months.
Bruh.
Yeah. It's okay. I've lived with it for 29
Facts.
years.
Honestly, what's
10 months? What the hell is 1 year? Even 2 years. What's 2 years? I've lived it for 29 years.
10 months is actually, it's going to go by quick.
Yeah.
It's going to go by very quick.
Inshallah.
Sorry, let's continue. You've kept a lot of things in. Who was the first person you spoke to? Like, when you were ready to talk about it, who did you turn to? because I can imagine like when you're keeping a lot of things in, it's no benefit to you. Like it's just gonna like you're just gonna harbor more anger, more hurt, like over time. And it's obviously it's good to talk to someone and have some sort of outlet. And you said you never went therapy.
No.
So who did you turn to
At the time?
Yeah.
No one, really. I think the first time I spoke up about it was when I basically came back and said I want to get a divorce.
Yeah.
But even then, so it was the two mums that I had to speak to first, my mum, his mum. But even then, I couldn't speak about the STI part of the story. I just told them to go ask him what the remainder of because their thing was, like, how can so much happen in a year? Like, to the point where you're so headstrong that you don't want to be here anymore. And I was like, there is another part, but you're going to have to go ask your kid, because how do you say that to your Somali parents who
It's taboo,
just
isn't
don't?
it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
So even then, I was just everything. I just went home, said I want to get divorced. Family said, heard you. And it was just sorted. I did have to obviously speak to my mum and my sisters and stuff about it, but I didn't get into too much detail.
Yeah.
It was just, these are the reasons.
Yeah.
Let's get it sorted, kind
Love
of
that for
thing.
you.
Yeah.
Did they eventually speak to him, and did he tell them?
Yeah, I think his mum went home that night and asked him.
And he was honest?
Yeah, of course he had to be.
Oh, wow.
If I'm not going to say it.
He didn't like point the finger on you
Yeah,
and say she was.
it wasn't
Oh, no,
she's
he
crazy.
did.
Oh.
He did. Yeah, he did. But who's going to listen to him? The thing is, you're not a serious candidate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So regardless of what you have to say, no one's really,
They knew.
from my side anyways, no one was trying to hear that.
Yeah.
Because my family know me. They know where I lay my head and
Of course.
blah, 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 all of the good stuff.
Of course.
So I wasn't in the business of explaining myself to anyone. Because from my perspective, I don't have to prove anything, you know?
Facts.
You had nothing.
You're not guilty party.
Not even that. She was pregnant and vomiting her whole
Yeah.
stomach out.
Yeah.
What did she have energy for?
Facts.
She couldn't even leave the bed.
Yeah. I'm here fighting for my life.
She's fighting for her life. She can't even hold
You
down
think
water.
I got time for extracurricular activities?
Right?
No. And I've been here. I've been here since 9 weeks. So if I was to have done anything, it would have been in the first... I mean, it could be possible in someone's reality, just not mine.
Right?
Just not mine.
Subhanallah.
But yeah, so the families kind of dealt with the divorce. And then after that, I just had to really get on with life. I'm not going to lie. I was a single mom now. So my main priority was kind of changing my life a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I didn't want to just... Obviously, it was messy. My friends were there as well. So, I did get to speak to them and stuff like that. But, everyone was young.
It's true.
So, there's not really anyone that I relate to that I can speak to, you know?
Yeah.
So it just felt like even if I did speak about it, it's not really going to do much for me because the audience of people I'm speaking to, it would just be a shock to them too, you know?
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay.
This is where you needed a community, like a village of mums.
Oh my God, no, wait, stop. How could I forget? I actually did have an online community of mums and Hannah was one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Really?
So I had these two mums, Huda and Ayan, shout out them.
Yeah.
We were all pregnant at the same time. And me and Hannah were also pregnant at the same time. So Hannah was one of my online mum friends. So we used to talk every day. We used to talk every day because she was due 2 weeks after me, but ended up giving birth 2 weeks before I did because she had Hannah in a while earlier.
Yeah.
So with them, I told them everything. Oh my God, I told them everything. They knew everything that was going on as it was going on because they're like my online friends. I don't know them in real life, you know.
And also they're pregnant with you and you kind of feel like you're not alone in this.
Yeah.
Oh.
it was nice. So I had them.
Okay, so at
Hannah's
least you
great,
had
isn't
that.
she?
Yeah. Hannah's the loveliest.
Hannah's the
We were
best.
literally pregnancy twins.
Oh.
But I haven't met her in real life either.
No way.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I thought you guys had met.
No.
No way.
No, my little sister's even met her before I have. Because she went to do the O1
Oh yeah,
course.
nice.
Yeah, because Hannah's workplace is right next. It's on the same road as my
Yeah.
mum's house.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Yeah, so she's very close to us. But yeah,
How have you not met her, bruv? She lives across the road from you.
I don't live in my mum's.
Oh, next time you go to your mum's,
I'm going to
pop in for
yeah.
lunch.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm just like I'm on my way to my mum's. Are you in the office?
Oh.
I'm gonna message her.
I'm so glad she was there for you.
She was.
Because wallahi,
yeah.
she was there for me as well.
Yeah.
You know, when I was pregnant and whatever I was going through at the time as well, every day, Hannah's the
Yeah.
one that knew about it.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, obviously you have siblings and a family. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't have any siblings.
Yeah.
And I know she doesn't have siblings
Yeah.
either. So for me, it felt like that was my sibling.
Mm.
And I would tell her everything.
Yeah.
And it was like ranting sessions and just being able to get things off my chest was wallahi like priceless.
Yeah, I can
You know,
imagine.
you can't put a price on
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, honestly,
You really can't put a price on it. It's better than therapy. It's better than
Yeah.
everything.
definitely.
Because therapists will really hold their tongue when they want to tell you things,
Yeah.
and they will be in the name of professionalism.
Yeah.
But Hannah would tell me straight.
Yeah. She won't sugarcoat nothing.
Oh, no sugarcoating. I
Yeah.
loved it. It was the best.
But yeah, so that was that, and then I just got on with life. Really, I think. So what happened was I got my place, I started uni, and then I was actually supposed to graduate in 2020.
Yeah.
But because we went into lockdown,
Oh no.
everything was from home now, and I was very much a person that I did all my work at uni.
Yeah.
So when we went into lockdown, I think that was the first time that I actually got to sit with myself since
Oh.
everything happened.
Okay.
And that rocked me.
Wow.
Yeah. Because what happened was, so that happened, we went into lockdown, and then my disso was due, I think, in June. We went into lockdown in March.
Yeah.
I was working on my disso in that time, and then I would say between March and June, I lost about 35 kilos. And I didn't even notice. So the people, not the people around me didn't even notice because I just was in my house. I didn't leave my house.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I was just at home doing my uni work, but also everything from the past, 4 years was kind of just sitting on me for the first time. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Sorry. It's okay. Take your time. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I'm holding back tears right now.
Sorry, guys.
Because when I start crying as well, I
Yeah,
don't
it
stop.
doesn't
So
end. I hate
I
that
can
for
feel
me.
the tears coming and I'm sending them back down. I'm sending the tears back down. Go back.
I don't know how to do that. I wish I did. When they're ready to come out, that's it.
Once they come out, it's a long day
Finish.
for me. Oh. 4 years worth of trauma coming out right before your disso's due is nuts.
It was a lot. So I hadn't noticed, but I stopped sleeping and I stopped eating. I don't know how I didn't notice. This is why I say sometimes I don't think my head is attached to the rest of my body. But I just kept going. So I was doing everything for uni, and then I failed my disso by 5%.
No.
Yeah, and then I think that was the time. That's when I just said I'll give up. Forget about it. Because it felt like everything I was trying at the last hurdle, I just kept getting pushback from life.
Yeah.
I went to therapy at that time, but no offense, it was a man that was my age and he was Asian, and I just didn't feel like I was connecting to it, you know? Like it wasn't a safe space. It didn't feel like anyways.
No.
Yeah.
I get it.
So I stopped that. But yeah, that was, I think, the first time that I just felt everything.
Oh.
Because COVID, with the lockdowns and stuff, and this is why a lot of people struggle with it.
Mm.
It finally sat your ass down in your house. Like it was like the stillness of it all, like the lockdowns, and you're forced.
There was no running
to
from it.
stay with your partner, like you said.
So many divorces.
Rates went up.
Yeah.
People are either having babies or they're
getting
divorcing.
divorced,
Literally.
Facts.
And like you have to sit with your thoughts.
Yeah.
Man.
Everything went up. Domestic violence went up. Everything went up.
Everything went up because everyone you were now either facing your own thoughts if you're by yourself, or you're facing your partner. That's it.
Any problems you were having at home, you had to face that.
So I'm not surprised that like your past traumas caught up to you during that time.
Yeah.
We really don't sit with ourselves often.
We don't.
No.
And I highly recommend it.
It is very important.
I highly recommend it because I think people that say, oh, I don't like being at home by myself, or I don't like being quiet, it's kind of scary because we should be able to. I'm sure there was a time when I first got my house, I always wanted my friends to be with me. I needed someone to be at my house with me. But then now, the idea of having someone at my house,
I know exactly what you mean.
don't even come to the gate.
I know exactly what you mean. This is my safe space.
Sitting with yourself is so important.
I don't tell people where I live, or like exactly. I don't invite people to my house like that.
Yeah.
Like
me too.
Legit, if you've been in my house, then it's because I really like you.
Yeah.
I hate hosting.
I hate hosting.
I used to love it.
Hosting is the worst. I hate hosting.
I used to cook. I used to host.
No,
my house
thank
was the spot.
That sounds like
I enjoyed it before I had kids.
No.
Yeah.
But now it's like I'm already I'm hosting my kids.
Yeah,
every day.
facts.
I'm already exhausted.
force.
And now,
I'm hosting my kids every day.
and now it's like if I'm expecting a couple of girls to come over, in my head I'm thinking I have to start cleaning this yard. Like I'm that type of person where I have to clean before someone comes.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm cleaning. Then I'm thinking, what type of food are they going to have? And there's too much mental preparation. I have to also think about childcare. Do I want them here or should I ship them away? Nah.
And then
I
you
would
have to
rather
clean
go to
up
someone's
after.
house. They don't come to mine.
Yeah, no, seriously. I'm like I said, I don't cook, I eat.
Yeah.
I don't host, I'm hosted.
I want to be the guest.
And furthermore, if I come and you're hosting me, well, I'll clean up for
I'll
you.
still help.
I'll
Yeah.
tidy up your house. Like, I'll wash your dishes.
Yeah.
I'll do everything. Just, I don't want to be the one to do it. I don't like the pressure. No, thank you.
I don't like it.
I don't like it as
I
well.
don't like hosting. Don't come to my yard, Pam. No.
I like invitations.
Yeah.
You know that what they don't tell you? You can choose a different therapist.
Yeah.
They don't tell you that.
Oh, what, in the same place?
No, like even in the same establishment or in the same directory of counselors and therapists. If you don't like one, so
Just get another one.
what I did was I went through when I did my therapy. So I had therapy in the middle of the marriage because I just couldn't understand why I was feeling like this, and I couldn't understand, like, you know, when you put the two realities together of what you expect and what you're receiving.
Yeah.
I couldn't. The two of them weren't married. I was married.
Yeah.
The expectation and the reality were not married.
Yeah.
So I was sitting there going, this is what I thought it would be like, and this is what I have.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at them like, this is not making any sense.
Yeah.
So when I actually thought, you know what, my mental health is being impacted and my ability to parent is being impacted, let me speak to somebody who is not you, because you are the problem.
Yep.
Therefore, I can't talk to you about it. And I also don't want to talk to your parents about it because they're your parents. At the end of the day, they're going to pick you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I don't want to talk to your siblings about it because they're your siblings, right? And then there's also what you said earlier on, the stigma of speaking out and asking questions and all these things. You're told to just keep your problems to yourself.
Yeah.
And so I didn't want to speak to my mum about it because my mum, I'm her daughter, I'm her only child.
Yeah, so
I
she's
don't
gonna
want to
take
give
those.
her unnecessary high blood pressure, right? So then I don't have any siblings. I was literally sat there with, who the hell do I talk to?
Yeah.
And then I thought as well, I have Hannah, but I vent to her so much. I don't want to put more and more on her. Like, it's not fair, you know? So I was like, it's about time I speak to somebody.
Yeah.
So I went through this long directory. I typed in counsellors near me. Went for a long directory. And then you know what I just did? I saw so many people saying free session, free first session, concessions for low income, free first sessions, concessions for low income. And I just went, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and I picked one. And it was some old white guy. And even though I have nothing in common with this man, zero,
Yeah.
his perspective of what I was going through, all he did was just ask me, do you see your life changing a year from now? Do you see yourself still being in this same place a year from now? And I remember I sat on this question for the whole week, and it was just ringing in my head, ringing in my head. And then I sat down and had a conversation with my ex-husband about it, and I said to him, there's certain things we do that I don't like. And there's certain things that we're going for, I'm not cool with it. And his response was the indication that I needed to leave, because he literally said, oh, well, you can't change. Sorry, I don't even mean to mock your voice. Me and you are cool. I don't even mean to mock your voice. Sorry, innit? If you ever watch this, I apologize. He literally said in his Brummie accent, yeah. He said in his, but me and you are cool though. No shade, no shade, my brother, no shade. We good. He said in his Brummie accent, how can I change 28-year-old habits? Like, he said, Rome wasn't built in a day. And then in my head, it was like, ding, 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 we're going to still be here next year.
Yeah.
Well, like, what the therapist asked me, I was like, we're still going to be right here next year, because Rome wasn't even built in a year. Rome wasn't built in 2 years. I could be here 10 years from now and still be in the same thing.
Yeah.
Mad.
So then I had to really sit with myself in COVID and be like, what am I going to do? So I thought, okay, let's try. Because I don't like giving up. I don't like breaking things. I don't like, it's not me.
Yeah.
I want to try. I want to make it work. I tried. I said, you know what? Let's try separation. Let's try me going back to London for a while. Let's try being away. Let me have a break. And I felt like I was also losing myself. Remember with our identity crisis episode? Check out the identity crisis episode. I felt like I wasn't me, and I needed a moment to just breathe. This is not Nazra.
Yeah.
I don't like this. I don't know this new version. What's going on here? And when I actually took that time to breathe, every fiber of my being was telling me leave. And I had already left, I feel like months before that.
Yeah.
He said, women leave time before. My brain already checked out. It was just my lack of wanting to give up that made me stay.
Yeah.
I have a child with this person. I don't want my child to not have their father. My father wasn't around. I didn't want her to experience the same thing. I also didn't want her to be an only child. But then I thought, if it's this hard with just one, imagine two, imagine three, imagine four. I will literally be in this same spot 20 years from now. So I thought, no, this is telling me no. And it's all from what that white man said. Shout out to you. You know who you are if you ever see this. Literally,
It's that one question.
It's that one question that changed everything.
Yeah.
But I couldn't relate to him in any way, shape or form.
Yeah.
He's old and Caucasian and he's a man. There's no way that I could have related to him. But I think I related to him on a human level.
Yeah.
He just asked me a very common sense question. And you know, when you're in that, you yourself, like you said, your brain isn't connected to your body and you're not here. So you can't think logically. You can't think rationally. You can't think like you would if you had better circumstances, you know? You speaking now, you wouldn't be able to have thought like this then.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
So, wallah, like at the time, I had to actually just go back to the very basics of it and deep what he was saying. Will I still be here in a year from now? Do I see change? Do I see someone who's willing to switch it up and put me first or behave differently or, you know, allow me to thrive or allow me to get back to being the person I was before? And it was just a big fat no. It's just sad.
That gave you the kick you needed, you know?
Yeah, it really did. So that's why I always preach therapy is so important because you honestly do not know what can come out of it.
Yeah.
You don't know where your head is at. Someone could just put one small thought in your brain.
Yeah.
That small thought, you might never be able to like shift it.
Yeah.
And it might change the whole course of your next 5 years, next 10 years.
Just you speaking about that, it might have helped someone who's watching.
Yeah,
that one
do you know,
question.
100%.
I spoke about it on TikTok on live one time, and somebody sent me a DM, and they literally said in the DM, I heard you on TikTok talking about your therapy and your story, and it's been months, but I can't shake what you said. And you've encouraged me to reassess my life and look at what the hell is going on here.
Yeah.
And thank you for speaking out and sharing your story, because nobody does.
Yeah.
Nobody does. Thank you for coming here and speaking and sharing your story, because somebody will learn from this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, I hope so. And it's not even just learning. I think in our community, there's a lot of things that are not spoken about,
A lot.
especially when it comes to the body of the woman,
Yeah.
just pregnancy, just everything that you're gonna go through after you leave your mum's house. Really,
Even the mental side of it. I feel like back in the day when our parents were getting married, most of them didn't choose that for themselves. Most of them didn't choose the person for themselves.
yeah,
Most of them were just sort of put somewhere and just
Yeah.
told, get on with it.
yeah,
And the way that it affected their mental health, they didn't look back and say, "Rah, I was depressed."
Mm.
They think depression is a no offense, white people illness. You know, like only white people get that.
Yeah.
We don't have that.
People know Iman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're salad.
basically,
You don't
yeah.
pray.
Yep.
You must not pray.
basically.
Low iman.
Or
You
that's
know,
Know Iman if you're depressed.
it's mad.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Yeah,
We need to talk about these things. I feel like women need to come on and share their stories and share their experiences.
yeah,
And even if it's not for our generation, it's for the young girls, for the
Yeah.
younger sisters,
yeah,
for the women, for the children, not children, but teens who are going to eventually get married, who are going to eventually have children,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Even if it's for them to not make the same mistakes as we did. Even though you didn't make any mistakes, you are innocent in this.
Yeah.
You are innocent.
Do you think this has affected your view on marriage and love going forward?
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I would do it all over again.
I love that
Yeah,
for
because
you.
my thing is, if I could do all of this by myself, imagine what I can do with like a God-fearing man that actually loves me.
Ding,
You
ding,
know?
ding, 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 ding. You a
So it
lover
has
girl.
Like,
You a lover
I
girl.
hate this for me. Yeah.
You a romantic.
Those guys, stop.
I love that for you because
Yuck.
I am as well. And I'm
yeah.
the same place as you.
I think I would turn into a serial killer and start killing men.
So we are.
Boy.
No, I can't lie.
She's like this, bro.
I'm very scared of men. So I have a very so I don't know where I'm going to find this God-fearing man that loves me. But no, it hasn't really.
You know, I'm the same. Obviously, you've been divorced a lot longer than I have.
Yeah.
I've been divorced like 3 years.
Yeah.
And I miss, like, I can't say I miss it because I feel like I was robbed of it.
Yeah.
A part of me really wants, like, the partnership
Yeah.
part of it, the trust, you know,
Yeah.
the laughter, the understanding each other, the getting to know each other, the romance, the wooing, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I feel like it's out there for me.
Yeah.
How many billions of people are on this planet?
No,
You think you can't find one person
facts,
that's
facts,
going to behave
facts.
well for you and
Yeah.
do good to you, you know?
100%.
Of course there will be.
100%.
I could never turn around and say, like, I hate all men and
Yeah.
I don't ever want to do this ever again. I want to.
Yeah. 100%.
Maybe not right now, but I want to.
Facts.
Also, it's a bit scary when you have a daughter, you know?
She's on my neck. She wants siblings. She's always, when are you gonna get married? So she's ready. I personally am not. I don't think I don't know. I can't imagine it. I've been single 8 years now, basically.
Yeah.
So the idea of even a man in my house,
Scary.
absolutely petrifying.
You know what? It's so scary because this is your space and this is
Yeah.
your personal space.
But then whenever I say that, my friends are like, why would he move into your house?
Yeah, but where are we going to live?
He should have his own house.
Okay, so what am I going to do with this flat?
Either way, scary.
Yeah.
Either way, doesn't matter where you look at it. I'm scared.
Yeah, hear it.
And I'm sure it's going to be a lot to adjust because my daughter's old now. It'll probably happen in the next 2 to 3 years. She's going to be 10, 11.
Yeah.
Do I want to bring a man into her space?
And then you've got puberty.
Oh, I think she's already started. I have suspicions.
Oh, that's
Honestly,
funny.
I don't know.
The
I'm not in a
hormones.
rush to bring a man.
I know what you mean.
And she's sassy, like we discussed. So I'm even scared for that potential man. Because he might come in and be like, yeah, okay, I'm daddy to
And
you.
she might be like, who do you think you are?
yeah. Who are you talking to?
No.
No, I can
That
see it.
is hilarious.
No,
But-
with Allah, anything's possible.
Anything. I feel like if you go towards Allah, Allah comes towards you.
Yes.
And then whatever you want in your heart, Allah will give you.
Yeah.
Even if you don't make the dua for it, Allah knows what you want in your
Yeah.
heart deep down.
Yeah.
And you'll see the steps. When you take steps towards Allah,
Yeah.
Allah will take steps towards the things
Yeah.
you want. And you'll just see things miraculously happening in front of
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Your God-fearing man is coming.
Okay, not too quick.
Inshallah. When the time is right.
Take a couple detours.
Yeah, we'll
When
leave it
the
at that.
time is right.
To be honest, I don't think he lives here. So
I love that. If you find a rich somebody in
Fly
a
out.
Saudi
whenever
Arabia.
I leave this godforsaken place,
Yeah.
that's probably when I'll find this mystery
Inshallah.
man.
Sometimes you just need some. You need a different environment, innit?
Yes.
You,
Yeah.
sometimes
yeah,
you glow better when you're abroad. and then-
Definitely.
yeah.
Definitely.
Would you ever do second wife or third
God
wife?
for fuck. Can I swear? God forbid. Even if I was a single mother of 4.
Swear.
No.
You know I'd be open to it.
Second wife.
Yeah.
No, Nasra, you wouldn't.
No, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
You know I would. I
been
would.
saying this.
I've been saying
No,
this.
you would.
I would.
Have you got a little thing? That's
No.
got a wife? Okay.
No. The only look, okay, so this is where I get confused, right? Because the idea of it doesn't upset me.
Part time. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like the part-time husband thing.
I'm
But then like the
screaming.
idea of
Him not being there all the time.
no, not that, but like where do you find people who are looking to marry other women? They're already somebody's husband. So that part of it, I can't get to grips with
Yeah.
talking to somebody else's husband.
Yeah.
But like if my family knew somebody who his wife is cool with it, because if I'm cool with it, I'm sure there's other people that are cool with
But
it.
how do you know you're cool with it?
I would have to chat to her, innit? Me and her would have to
Chat to
sit and
her.
chat. Yeah.
I don't
Are
like
you cool with
any of
it?
this.
Do you want to expand your family? Let's be sister wives.
That's mad.
Wallah, let's
never-
be sister
I
wives.
can
Let's
never
do
I don't
this.
believe you.
That's crazy.
Wallahi,
I don't believe you.
let's do this.
Okay,
been
but
saying this.
3.5
I've
days
been
of the
saying
week,
this.
he's at her house.
Yeah, I'm cool. Stay there. I can eat noodles for dinner. I don't have to cook. I can take my kid wherever I want. Me and her can be still
Literally,
have
Okay,
our time
but-
for
She
each
just-
other.
Okay,
Just
so
want that full-time
question.
thing.
Okay, wait, question. So on the 3.5 days that he's at the other wife's house, are you gonna text him and call him?
No, leave me alone. What do you want from me? I'll see you. You know
Your
that song.
husband,
You know
you're
that
only gonna
song?
speak to
listen,
half
listen,
of the
listen,
week.
Listen. I mean, he can call me. I don't mind.
He's got
innit?
another
But
wife.
No,
he's got
but then
work.
the thing is, even if he does call you when he's there, you just know in the back of your head there's
Put
a
me
whole
on
other woman
loudspeaker.
there.
We're all three of us are
Layla.
chatting.
Layla.
Yo, Wagwan, how are you?
no,
How's it
I don't
going?
believe you. I
No,
don't.
for real. But obviously, it would
She's
have
serious.
to. It would have to work with both of us as well. Like me and her have to be cool too.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's so funny. But me and Hannah have been screaming. If we find a nice man, we both marry him. And then after that, me and you are cool. We look after each other's kids. Like your
Oh
kid is
my
my kid.
God.
My kid is your kid. Just let him be rich so that he can.
You and
He's
Hannah.
jetting
Handle
off
it.
sometimes.
Hannah would do that.
You buy me, bruv.
That's
You buy me a Lambo. You buy her a Lambo. Yeah, he bought me a Lambo. Did he buy you a Lambo? No. All right, tell him to buy you a Lambo. Let's make it. You know what I mean? Let's make
I
it fair.
hear it, but
I hear
when
it,
you're
but it's
saying
cool.
all of this, the only place I can think that this would work is Arabta.
Of course.
Yeah.
Buy me a house and then buy her a house down the road.
I can't see this working
And then we can
in
just
this
walk
London.
in distance. Or have you seen the guy? There's someone was telling me a story about a guy who was it that was telling me the story? She was telling me a story about this guy who bought 2 houses next door to each other and then built a bridge in between
Oh
so
my
that the
God.
kids could go all around. The only difference was the wives didn't like each other, so every wife stayed in her house.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the kids were able to go left or right, left or right, left or right.
I would wake up in a bad mood every day.
Swear down.
Every day.
I don't mind. I don't know, stuff like that doesn't. I don't see it as a problem.
PMSing every day.
No.
Yeah, that sounds like hell.
I don't see it as a problem.
Not hell. Let me not be so sorry to the people that have already got
Yeah,
this
because it is halal.
set up. Yeah,
only
I'm
4
so
wives.
sorry. I've just
Yeah.
been talking wreck. But yeah, for me, no.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, for me, no. The idea that my husband. Oh my God. I'm sitting at home watching Netflix.
No, but it's not my husband. It's our husband.
Who's our?
Do you get it? It
Get
would be
rid
our.
of
It wouldn't be
her.
mine.
Get rid of her now.
No. But what if you met the perfect man for you and then he said, Allah said, I'm cool, I'm allowed to do this. I'd like a second one. But he was literally your dream man.
It's not. There's no way he can be my dream man if he's already married.
No, if you were the first and he wanted a second.
Hey! Hey!
What if he's your dream
No,
man?
wait,
he
let me
married
actually
you,
think
you
about
know,
that.
5 years later, he's like, oh, babe, like, let's expand.
I would rather.
I want
you-
more kids.
I'd
I want
rather-
loads of kids.
I'd
I've
rather
got a
you
womb still. And it works.
No, but what if he said, I want like 15. I want to continue my lineage. Let's have 2 more wives.
You can leave me and piss off.
No. Yeah, well, I
I'm not,
go.
first of all, I'm not gonna have a whole bunch of kids with you. I only want 2 max. And secondly,
From when
I'm
he's
not
already
sharing.
coming with that chat and he's so brave to already ask me. Well, the marriage is over.
Damn.
Yeah. Go
But
to
he's
her.
your person.
Whose person?
On me, I'd be like,
You're bringing
cool, let's-
someone else in.
Let's whip out some application forms.
Nasra,
person, that's-
Google
you're
forms.
That's not
stressing
your
me
person,
out.
That's your people.
Literally, not people. We're literally people.
And this is why we're whipping out application forms. She's got to be our people's. You get it? She got to be on the same wavelength as us. There's no jealousy here.
Gated community.
Gated community with a whole family. That sounds like a vibe to me. You know the village I've always been dying for? That's a village.
I can't do it.
That's a village, bro.
But you know what? If you like it, I love
Honestly, facts.
Thank you.
Facts. If it works for me, for
for
you,
you, Nasra, I'm happy for
I
you.
will literally even talk about it every time. One of my friends, she's a sister wife, and it works for her.
And it
I'll use you as
works for
example in every
I
conversation.
love that.
And that man would love the fucking. He would
my
love
God.
you to bits. 'Cause
And
then
you know what?
They love it if they can have a second wife.
Yeah.
No, but Soria, do you know the way I see it? I will have energy for you
I have a
when it's
question,
my
though.
turn.
If you were the first one, would you be so accommodating to a second?
Yeah.
I feel like it's easy to be the second, isn't it? Because you already know what you're getting
Yeah,
yourself into.
being the first.
The first one is the
and then
guinea pig.
Scary.
The first one's scary.
The thing is,
I'm
that
not tagging.
I have these conversations
here.
with people when we're chatting. Like even my ex-husband, like he obviously said, "Are you hot?" There's a fan right there.
I'm so hot, but it's gonna be.
He just moved the mic. He said to me when we first started talking about it, he was like, "I'm a one-woman person." I said, "Fairs, if that's up to you. That's your business. Cool. Me, I don't
so
mind."
even then you were open
Yeah,
to
no, I
it.
said, "Me, I don't mind." But I said, as long as you can be fair to everyone, and as long as I can get to know her the same way you're getting to know her.
What if you don't like her?
If I don't like her,
Yeah, what if she
next.
bad vibes?
Well, you're not gonna marry her if I don't like her.
Oh, okay, you're
You know
first.
what I mean?
Okay.
We're dating her together.
Well,
Let's go on a blind date.
You're lovely. You're such a lovely
Let's
person.
do it. I don't know. I just don't see the problem
could
with it.
never. I don't think there is a problem.
She's very open-minded. This one.
Yeah, I
I'm
can
very
tell.
shocked at all these things that she says sometimes. I'm like, damn.
Is it shocking?
I think it's
I think from
I would
our
say
age bracket, a little
90%.
bit.
I would say 90% of women would be like, fuck no,
Hell no.
you ain't getting a second wife. I feel like there's a 10%.
She could turn around and say, "You lot are all codependent. I'm an independent queen."
yeah.
Honestly, and gagged. What can we say? I actually need to be sitting next to that man 24/7.
No, I
Thank
don't
you.
like codependency because I think maybe it's the only child in me, innit? I realized when I was married that I really don't like seeing you 24/7.
Oh, okay.
I really want my own space.
No, 100%. Like, no, even for me, I'm not that type of wife that wants to be under his skin all the time.
But
hell no.
do you know also I
Like,
realized
I get overstimulated. I get all touched out. Sometimes I just want to be upstairs in my room.
yeah.
Fairs,
just to
watching
lie down on my
Netflix,
bed.
turn the light off under the duvet.
But he accommodates that.
Vibes.
He knows that it's time for me to just do my own
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
He'll
yeah.
send
How long
me
have you been
out.
married?
It's gonna be 5 years this year.
Mashallah.
Mashallah.
Allahumma barik.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it's mad, innit?
That's amazing.
And you guys are
Two
kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Recent one, Adam.
Oh.
Man, like ads.
When did you have
Young
him?
ads.
I had him in like 3rd day of Ramadan. Just
Oh,
recent.
wow.
March.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's a brand new baby.
But when you see him, mashallah.
Oh, mashallah.
It's 9 months.
Oh, wow.
The weight he gained.
I love
Allah
that for
Mubarak,
him.
bro.
To be fair though, he was literally like this big when you
he
brought
was
him
like
home.
this.
Oh, okay.
He was like this big.
How
so
much
now,
did he weigh? Do you
alhamdulillah,
remember?
we're at a good
He's
place.
well over 5 kg now.
Oh.
He's
When he was
chubby
born?
boy. When he was born, he was
Hello, big boy.
he was like 2.5. Bless him.
Oh,
Quite small.
wow. Oh, tiny.
Yeah, he was tiny. Then he dropped weight in the first week. Went down to like 2.2, 2.3.
Oh.
I think it was the breastfeeding was a bit
Okay. Yeah.
hiki haga in the beginning,
Yeah.
but he's good now though.
That was the same for me.
Yeah.
I didn't
So-
breastfeed.
We
I didn't
didn't.
have anything to breastfeed. I can't lie, hyperemesis did a lot to my body.
Oh my
course it did.
gosh.
Yeah, all of those medications, it did a number. Even all now, I don't think I have the same relationship with food since then.
Muskin.
So that was a lot.
Damn.
Could we move on to your
You know,
business?
before we run out of time.
Let's move on to your business.
So, Ilham bought us some goodies.
I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know if you can see the Unsi over there. It's called product placement. We got her
Yes,
stuff here.
yes.
There's
More
some here as
scents.
well.
I wish we could turn it on and put it on, but I don't think we can in here.
I think that fire alarms would go
Yeah,
off.
fire
Oh
alarm.
hell no! I don't think we can do that.
I love the product placement.
So this, guys,
You need to do this.
We have some oud.
this is Unsi. The Somalis will know what we're talking about here. What's it called? Frankincense, isn't it?
Yes, so there's
Frankincense
frankincense in
and
there.
It
Oh.
smells.
There's actually black oud as well.
Black
The
oud
Bakhoor, yeah, the chips.
comes with a beautiful gold spoon
I can't wait to go home and actually put
and
this
some
on.
coal.
I'm
so
excited
excited.
for you.
This is Murscents. Do you want to talk about like how you got into it? How you started this business?
So my mum has actually been making it for as long as I can remember. Since I've grown up, every time she cooks, she'll put that on afterwards. On Sundays when we're having like the mass wash day, because there was 5 girls in my house.
Wow.
She would put that on because when the clothes are drying, the onsi just goes in. And then anytime she had like a celebration, so if she had...
Wait, you're telling me that she puts this in the dryer?
No. So when the clothes are drying,
Oh,
you know
she
how what
has
did
it. She lights it.
yeah, you put it on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, please don't tell me that because I will put it in my dryer.
Right.
Oh no. I don't know. Maybe you can put it in. You know that thing that the spoon and the coal is in.
Yeah.
I think you could put it in, close it, and put it in. You could possibly do that. Yeah. Let me know if it
Possibly,
works.
as long as
Because you can put scent things in that same material,
I'm
innit?
sure you can. It's not gonna come out.
But we just need
Oh
to make
my
sure it's
god!
actually
Imagine
properly
if
closed.
I put it in a sock, and then
yes.
I tied the sock, and then I dashed it in. Oh my god!
Yeah, it could. Work.
Wallahi, I'm trying that when I get home.
It could work. Try the burning it when the clothes are drying first, because when it's wet, it just goes into the clothes already.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't like drying my clothes by hanging them.
Oh,
I stick them in the dryer.
Oh, I hear
because
that.
I don't like having wet clothes all around my house.
Oh, okay.
I just find it so irritating.
I even love it. It makes the whole house smell like washing powder.
No, but if you have a dryer, it makes the whole house smell like washing powder as well.
True.
Yeah.
You're actually right.
And in winter, you don't have to put the heater on because it makes the whole house hot.
Hot as heck.
I don't have space for a dryer. It's the ghetto.
Yeah, I do, but I'm not getting one.
Oh my god, it
I don't like how
smells so
hot
good.
it is.
I love it.
And my house is it's literally on the brink of damp, so I'm not even going to play with it like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
God, no, sorry.
Do you know
But yeah.
do you know how sexy this smell is?
It's different.
Do you know I have to
love
like
that.
stop myself from eating it because I want to taste it. That sounds mad, innit?
So your mum.
I want to
Yes,
lick this
so-
You
food.
grew up to your mum making this all the
Basically, yeah. So whenever her friends had a wedding or like any kind of celebration, she would make that, but like put
And
it in a
gift
big
it to
jar
them.
and gift it to everyone.
Wow.
So I always used to say to her, "You should sell this," and she's like, "I don't have energy for that."
I don't have energy.
Yeah,
Oh.
she just wasn't trying to hear it. And then when I got my place, I would always put it on, and there's always people at my house. So they're like, "What is this?" A lot of people were ajnabi, so they've never seen it before. And they were just like, "This is so cool. You should sell it." And then that's how it started. In 2020, when I finished uni, I started that. Basically, me and my mom made a big batch, and then I took to social media. Don't eat it.
I want to taste it so bad.
So you also do perfumes?
Yes, I've recently launched some perfumes.
Oh my god.
But what's interesting is they're actually the perfume version of the attar that I used to make that oud that you're holding.
Don't gas me. Let me open it now.
Stop
So
it.
the black one is the stronger one. The white one is just a little bit lighter than the black one. The scents I'm
Wait,
talking
where's
about.
the lid
black
for this,
one?
Suria?
There's another one in a red.
Oh, the lid.
Oh.
Yeah, let me get the other one out.
This smells so good.
Give me.
I get so many compliments on that perfume when I go out. It's correct because I've been wearing it for a while now, so I forget.
Cheers. So are they different scents?
They're
Regal Light.
so that one's Regal and that one's Regal Light. So this is just the lighter version of that one,
this,
but I use them both to layer. Yeah.
Oh. Oh my god, it smells exactly like the unsi.
I love
It smells exactly like the unsi. Look.
smell
Oh wait, so they're slightly different.
Let me smell
slightly,
it.
just a tiny bit. Tiny.
No, wait. I can't smell it from there. My nose doesn't work like that.
You have to put it on your skin, innit?
I have to put it on my skin. So I've put that one on my wrists, which means this one has to go on my forearm.
That smells gorgeous, man.
Wow.
Yeah, you see it?
Wow.
Do you think it's strong, or would you say it's more of
No,
a
I
lighter
want to layer
oud?
both of them. It makes me want to put both of them together.
Yeah, I douse myself in both. Would you say it's a lighter of the oud scents, or it's heavy?
The light one smells more like the unsi before you burn it.
Yes.
And I feel like the heavier one smells like the unsi after you burn it.
Okay. Oh,
That's how
I
I'm
like
looking at
that. Yeah, I like that.
Oh wow,
are
because this
so
smells like my
smart.
house when
Yeah.
I put this on. By the way, guys, I am a customer.
Yeah,
and
she's
I
regular.
have been buying from her. This is now going to be my third jar.
yeah.
My third jar. The first one, I waxed it off very quickly because I actually funny story. The first time I bought unsi from Ilham, I wanted to just support her business. I genuinely had no idea what it would smell like, and I didn't care because I was like, Somali business, and I know her. I'm gonna support her. Yeah, that was my vibe. Nepotism, literally, that was my vibe. Yeah, so I was like, okay, cool. Let me support. Let me buy, and I bought it. When it came to my house, let me put context. I was in the pits of depression. I was really, really, really miserable. I was sad. See, now this is going to make me cry.
Sorry.
Because if you honestly had an idea of the impact your auntie had on me,
oh my God, don't.
I swear to God, I opened this jar when it came to my flat in Birmingham, and wallahi, I did this and I burst into tears. And I tell you why I burst into tears, because it reminded me of my childhood. My mum had an auntie that smelled exactly, when I tell you, identical to it. This is floral wood, but the other one is called earth, right?
Yes, yeah.
It's earth one. The first batch that she made and I bought, I swear to God, it smelled like 8-year-old me in my house with my mum, like before any trauma, before any sadness, me and her eating fruits.
Just
like
unlocked
it
a core
literally unlocked like 20 different memories. Oh shit. And I burst into tears. I swear to God, I burst into tears.
Stop. You're actually going to set me off again.
And because I was so miserable and it reminded me of such a happy time, I actually sat there and I had it to my nose for like a good 2 days. And I was crying my fucking eyes out for 2 days because, and I never shared it with anyone. I don't think I even told you for a while. I told you later on, like ages. I never really emphasized. I swear I cried for like 2 days. I used to put it on almost every day just to get a little bit of happiness. A little bit.
I'm glad
and
it
it would
did
make
that
me
for you.
so happy. I could never
glad
have
it did that for
predicted.
you.
I could never ever have predicted.
Isn't that crazy how you don't realize
Honestly,
how much you
don't.
can impact someone?
I could never have predicted.
Yeah, honestly. I remember when I first launched it, I got so many messages from Ajnabi people because I just thought this was a Somali thing.
Ajnabi means non-Somali.
Yeah,
That's
from other
crazy.
cultures,
Yeah.
But like this is giving me back home. It's reminding me from back home, and obviously no one knows who's behind that account, so they don't really know what my culture is. Or 'cause in the beginning, it wasn't Somali Auntie. It was literally just Murscents, and I just sold it. I didn't even give a cent description.
Good.
People were really just buying it.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but I appreciate everyone that did. But yeah, it was really nice to see how many cultures and how many people like just was reminiscing just off the scent, you know.
If that little speech that she did doesn't start getting you customers, I'd be very surprised.
No, but genuinely,
Like, that's crazy.
you know when she said to me that she has a different scent out, and she was like, "Oh, I'm launching floral wood." A part of me was like, "I'll never love it the same way that I love Earth." I was like, "I'll never love it." This one, I grew to love it, and now I love this one. I can't say I love it more than Earth, but like I've grown such an attachment to this smell that like my house smells like it. I gift it to my friends. Whenever anyone comes to my house, I will get like a little jar, like something that I used before, and I will scoop bare of it, and I'll be like, take a picture, buy it for your family, burn it, and tell me what you think. I swear, I'm like your mascot. I put it on, and I open all my windows and all my doors, and I just let it go outside. I'm like, let everyone smell it. Let everyone smell the goodness.
No, honestly, Ilhan, I'm not even joking. I will say
It's 10 out of 10,
wallahi,
wallahi.
this
I
is
love
the
that.
best
Allahumma
food I've
barik.
ever smelled in my life.
Allahumma
guys.
Because you know, like I've got Bakhoor at home. I've got Oud at home. Yeah, I got it from Qatar. I got it from Dubai.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
But it's similar to every other Oud.
Yeah.
This one, because it's called floral wood. I can actually smell like the floral.
Yeah.
can,
Because
yeah.
that's
It's different.
lost
It's
ingredient.
got like a little.
Yeah, because it's the normal Auntie, but I'm freestyling with the attar. That's what gives it the different scent, you know?
Wow.
And
Insane.
also a lot of people that sell Auntie or even Bakhoor or whatever, they will just sell the chips. They don't sell the frankincense mixed with it. And I think the frankincense is probably one of the main ingredients of this Auntie.
You know, when I bought one, I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited to smell this. I opened it, it was like black chips. I was like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
I think I stuck one on top of it and it burnt for like 30 seconds and then it went off.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell is this?
Sometimes you're just smelling the coal.
Yeah, I
fam.
never used it
It
again.
smells like it's burning,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what most people kind of sell. It's just the Oud chips. And that's lovely for the first couple seconds.
Literally
But
seconds.
afterwards, it just smells like it's burning. Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited for you.
And as soon as I put it on, I'm gonna put it on my story and everything.
love
I'm gonna. Oh
I
my
love
God,
it.
I love this.
You know, your business is actually one of my favorite Somali businesses.
Thank you.
I will champion you forever. I will
Thank
always tell
you.
everyone about it.
Thank you.
Your links, everything. I'm gonna post.
My
it in
mum
the
steals it
description
from my
box.
house.
I love that. Everyone says that to me.
My mum
And
steals it.
honestly, that makes me so happy.
You know, she
Because
even
if
doesn't
the
tell
mums
me.
like it, that means it's seriously
My
good
mum
stuff.
Seriously
fucks
good.
You
with
know?
it heavy. My mum will say to me, "Oh, can I come to your house to just I want to get something." She'll just take a little like the
Yeah.
sandwich bags.
Yeah.
I just see her in the thing. Sometimes you know what she done one time? Oh, she's cheeky. One time she took the jar like this. Yeah, she took the jar like this and she went. And then like half of the jar went into it and I was like, oh yo. I was like, what are you doing? I was so upset. I was like, what are you doing? Half of the jar was half like this.
Love that for her. Can't even be mad at it, honestly.
I love that for her as well because it just means I'll come back and buy more. I know where to get it. It's all right.
So gassed. Thank you, by the way.
Guys,
You're very
please
welcome.
check
Gifted
her
us this.
out.
And by the way, guys, we're gonna do. Should we just tell them?
Should we tell them?
We'll do a giveaway.
Yes.
Ilham is happy to give a special mum a beautiful gift box
When we hit 10k followers on Instagram.
on Instagram. Yeah,
What are we on now?
we're gonna do a 10k.
That is the condition.
We're almost on 8k now.
Oh, okay.
We're
If you
gonna
don't
do a
follow
10K
us on
giveaway.
Instagram, you're missing out. You're missing out on this.
Honestly.
So what does the gift box include?
So
Can
the
we get
gift
that as well.
box
That's where you put
includes the
Yeah.
gift. So I sell the unsi by itself. You can just get the jar by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you want a whole pack, so you can actually, you don't have anything to burn at home.
Yeah.
We do the unsi, the burner, and then it comes with coal and a spoon. And then that's everything you need basically to burn the unsi
Yeah,
at
so,
home.
so you get the coal. You put the coal in there. Obviously, the coal.
No,
has
but can
to
I
be
just say,
burnt.
yeah, when I got this and it was brand new, I was like, oh my god, it's so cute. The first time I burnt it in there, it ruined the
Oh, yes.
it ruined the gold color of the inside. So get a
put
little bit of
foil in
foil. I didn't
Yeah.
put foil. I just used I raw dogged it.
Mm.
Listen,
Yeah.
you get a square piece of foil and put it on top.
Yeah.
And then put your coal and then put your unsi on top.
Yeah.
Because literally, like, I was so upset. And look, mash up on the inside. Like, I was so upset when it got ruined.
Yeah.
That's why I bought another one.
okay.
Because I wanted
Yeah,
this part with it. I have 2 of these at home now.
Love that.
One looks done out here. The other one is brand new.
Oh, okay, good. At least one is still surviving.
Well, yeah, we're actually gonna do a giveaway very, very soon, guys. So
Yes.
watch this space. Like,
Watch
if you're
this
into
space.
frankincense and all of that stuff, just
Yeah.
make sure you're following us on social so that you know when the giveaway is happening. And then,
Also, you see this jar? This jar will last you a lifetime.
bruh, it's thick.
Yeah.
Unless you're putting it on 5 times a day, it will last you a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
It lasted me so long.
I'm so gassed.
It's
I'm
worth
gonna go
every
home.
penny.
I'm
I
actually
swear
so
to God.
excited for you.
It's
I'm
worth
actually gonna
every
do it.
But
penny.
I have to say, don't ever reheat a coal that's already been heated. Because carbon,
Carbon monoxide.
that's it.
Monoxide.
Yeah. Always have one window open when you're burning it.
Yes.
If anything,
I always do that because
Burn
my
it.
fire alarm goes off.
yeah. Or
anyways.
if you want, just burn it when you're on your way out of the house.
Yeah.
Leave it in a secluded area of the house, and then when you come back, it'll be done.
With nothing around it as well.
Yes, but always have a window open.
Yeah.
How much do you recommend that we take out?
As much as the spoon
much as
will
the
pick up.
spoon, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know the coal, it actually has a dip already
Yeah.
in the coal. Cover that dip
Okay.
and no further, if that makes
Yes.
sense.
Calm.
But then the coal actually stays lit for a while, and what's on top will crystallize. So you can take the spoon, take that layer off, and then reapply it if you want to take it to a different section of the house.
I
Yeah.
love
I never knew
this,
that.
guys.
Yeah. You can
Please,
just
please.
Wow.
Well, we have to wrap up now.
We
We
have to
literally
actually
got like
we've
10
seconds
seconds.
left.
We love you
quick, so
guys.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for coming. Thank you
This
for
was
sharing
lovely.
the story.
It was my pleasure.
Thank you. Guys, peace out.
Peace out.
Look out for
Eta.
more scents.
Yes.
All the details will be in
Check
the
it
description
out.
box. Take
This
care,
has been
guys.
such a lovely episode, guys.
has, it
If you
has.
resonate with her story, please tell us and
Yeah.
comment and show her some love, show her business some love, show us love. We love love. We love
you.
love. If anybody, any very rich man wants to marry me and make me their second wife, I'm happy to do that.
You'll be getting bad.
I'm actually sick
Must be very rich.
You
I
protect
mean,
you
and you guys.
and give you
Allahumma
everything you
barik.
deserve in life.
Ameen.
I mean,
Yes.
I mean,
Thank
ya
you,
And
Rabbi.
protect your
guys.
business
I mean-
from evil eye and your daughter and everything.
I mean,
Just do the goodbye again. Because he thought you'd finished and press stop.
Oh.
All you got to do is just say thanks for coming.
all right.
Literally that one bit. Like 10 seconds.
All right, close the door. man. Hurry up.
Sunny.
So like,
All right, hurry up.
15 seconds.
This guy
Probably
really
20
took it
seconds.
off. You have
Okay,
to wait
get
until
out.
you say bye.
Get out.
Say bye.
Well, I don't even know what part it ended on.
I don't even know. I think he stopped it as soon as it hit 0, you know, innit?
For God's sake, Sonny.
I pray Allah blesses you.
Ameen.
I pray He
And you
protects you and your
guys
daughter.
also.
I mean. and your
pray-
business
I
and
wish
everything.
you have all the success, all the barakah, all the happiness in this world.
And
I
you find
wish
your rich
everything in
man.
abundance, all the good things in abundance.
Thank you,
deserve it.
guys.
And you find your religious rich man, inshallah.
Amen.
That's going to be
Inshallah.
lovely to you and your
Inshallah.
daughter. I mean,
In 5 years.
thank you for coming.
Thank you for having
Guys,
me.
show us love, comment, and tell us everything. And we love you.
Bye. Okay, you can take it off now.